So hello guys, it's Thomas here from Sim Racing Amateur channel. So welcome to my video. As I promised, I risked it and I ordered this forcefeel pad made by Realteus. In this video I'm not going to comment all the issues connected with this company and their late delivery times or something like that. I collected some data from you guys, which I thank you for, and I went back to Realteus guys, and I'm just waiting for their reply at the moment. So once they reply back to me, I'll go back to you, make another video, and hope that I will be able to help some of you guys to get what you paid for. So as you can see, there is a huge amount of foil over the box and the box itself, and the inside you find some manual and CD with drivers. You probably won't even need to bother to unpack that, and this electric adapter. So it's a pretty standard one, I would say. No, it's nothing you wouldn't be able to buy in any electronic store around. I think if you buy any universal one, you will fit one of the connectors there. Then there is the forcefeel pad by itself, and actually, yeah, not much to say here. It's just the pad itself and some straps around it, and all the cabling here, which starts in this plastic piece, which prevents you to rip off the cables. You got a controller, you got the USB cable, and the audio jack in case you would like to run this device in audio mode. You can use also, I think, headphones through this one. Anyway, in these times when we got a SimHub application, I believe this is kind of useless thing, and you just go through the software with a standard USB connection, right? So let's go to installing the seat, or installing the forcefeel pad into my seat. So what I got here is Omega GT RS6, which we can probably say it's kind of a medium one. It's not a small seat, it's not a huge seat, it's just fine one. Yeah, so as you can see, there are these straps which I mentioned. I think there are 3 of those, one on the top, one on the very bottom, and one in the middle part, that will help you to fix the Realteus forcefeel pad into your seat, so it won't move when you sit on it and race. One thing I have to say about these straps, those are really cheap ones. If you ever bought anything from China, like a backpack or something like that, this is exactly the stuff you would be having there. And yeah, like be careful when you are installing and tightening it up. Less is more probably in this case. Be careful, because I believe you can rip them off very easily. Anyway, once you have it in your seat, it holds perfectly on its position. I'm using it for a few weeks already now, and I'm perfectly satisfied with it. It's okay. It holds there. I don't have to readjust it or something. It just holds perfectly. So once you got it in your seat, you got to start testing it, and well, I think it's easy installation, and what's a good thing about this pad is that I have to say it's pretty much comfy. I have seen some complaints over the internet and Facebook and different forums that people who've been sitting on these motors, these vibration motors, can feel them, and it's pushing to their legs or backs or thighs or whatever. It makes it uncomfy to sit. I never felt anything like that. It was always very comfy, and I can say it's even more comfy than the seat by itself, probably. Yeah. So this is absolutely okay. It's the material got those little holes in it everywhere. It's perforated, so when you are a sweaty person, as I am, and you will be sweating, of course, like when I spend like 3 or 4 hours here, I gotta change my shirt for sure. But as I said, it's comfy, and it's not less breathable than the seat by itself, I can say. Yeah. So let's go over to the software installation probably. So I believe that a lot of you guys know the SimHub application. It's to me it's hell of a good software out there, which I use daily for my sim racing games. And with the Realteus forcefeel pad, it's awesome because they got it incorporated in. They got a support for this pad, and which makes the software installation part pretty much plug and play. So just plug it in the USB, run your SimHub or install it if you don't have it yet, and then you need to go to this section of shake it motors, and you pick the motor output. It's one of the sections here above. Yeah, and here you can see the forcefeel pad. So you will see this connected, and only thing you have to do on the very right side, you just activate it, so we got this green button there, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's installed and it's ready to use. Now it's just up to you how you set it up, guys. So you can click on this little arrow, and the awesome stuff which SimHub allows you to do is to assign effects and strength of the motors by a single motor. So you got like 8 of the motors, vibration motors in the forcefeel pad, and you can access every single one of them separately in terms of assigning various effects or setting up the strength, which is kind of awesome, I would say. So we can run to this FX profile tab, and you can see a lot of effects that are available by SimHub. I still got pretty much of them activated, and I'm going to say again the same as I said before, less is more in this case. You should probably start by activating one effect only at a time and try how you feel it. Yeah, you just play around with it, try how it feels, what intensity, which is represented by the volume here, you would like to feel from the effect. And less is more in the terms of that. When you have a lot of the effects activated, you might not be able to recognize which effect is what sometimes, because you will get just like one big mess of the vibration under your butt and behind your back. So go through it, try one by one separately, and make sure you only get activated those you really want to feel, and just play around with it. It's fun really. Probably the most funny one is the gear shift effect that will always like kick your butt every time you shift gear in your car, so that's really nice. Also the road impacts or the acceleration deceleration force, that's really fun to play with. I really recommend you guys to go through that and enjoy it as much as you can, because this is really nice tactile feedback you can get from the Realteus forcefeel pad. There's one thing that was bothering me before I bought it, and it was bothering me even before, because I always wanted to have this kind of a tactile feedback from the body shakers. So I was like still hesitating whether it will not be too loud, because I got a wife and my son sleeping just in the next room, and we got this wooden house where the walls are not that much soundproof, and always when I even talk through the Discord when we're racing with the guys and we need to talk through something, or we're just debating, I'm waking them up from time to time because they can hear me talking. So I was always wondering if this isn't going to be even louder and going to wake up my wife and son. So I tried it, and I talked to my wife and told her like, okay, I got something new here, so let me know if you can hear it or if it bothers you in the night, because I'm also racing when they both sleep. So she was trying to focus on this for several days, and surprisingly, she told me she cannot hear any more noise or loudness from my gaming room than she used to hear normally, which is awesome. So that probably was the thing that led me to, because I was damn curious about the do-it-yourself body shakers. So that led me to buy a pair of body shakers for me, because I also wanted to compare like how is the effect against the force field pad by Realteus. Yeah, I wanted to know how is the difference, and how is the strength compared to this. So I went to eBay, I went to YouTube, check some guys. There was this mini USB amplifier, which is like 50 and 50 watts per channel, and I ordered two body shakers, one under my butt, which is like 50 watt, and one small 30 watt puck on the pedal plate. So no, so in the time I was doing this video, I only have the one under my butt, but even though it was enough to compare, with the force field pad. So what I will try to do now is to push my microphone a bit closer to this pad and to body shakers, and we'll try to run some of the effects so you can hear how loud is it compared to each other. So this is the gear shift effect on the body shakers. And also on the body shakers, this is the impact on the one I got under my butt. And now switching to force field pad by Realteus. So again, gear shift. And road impacts. So I'm not really sure if you guys been even able to hear any of those, but I tried. So really curious if there will be any sound hearable on the in the actual video. But yeah, as I said, if you got it in a separate room, don't be worried. I don't know how loud is, for example, the original butt kicker Gamer 2, which is much more powerful than those do-it-yourself body shakers, of course. But in this solution I did here, and the force field pad, it's not that loud at all. It might appear loud once you are not sitting on it, but if you sit on it, it's not loud at all. So, quick conclusion: it's awesome product. You definitely want it, and you definitely want to combine it with the body shakers of any kind. Either you buy the butt kicker, or you do some of your own. And it's breathable, it's comfy, and yeah, believe me, you really need it. You won't be able to race without it anymore. It's like your rig would die or something like that, really. The negative thing, those straps that are fixing it into your seat, you got to be careful about those, because these are really shitty. And the other negative, probably the only one and biggest one, is those negative experience people do have with this company, and the lead times or delivery times they got with the products. So this is something I believe that will be communicating back to me from the Realteus. That these guys have been communicating this to me, or all the things I was asking them to me so far. So I believe once they collect and evaluate all the data that I provided to them, like order numbers and names and the issues you guys provided me with, they will come back to me. If not, I will try to contact them again and ask them if they are planning to provide any answers and solutions. So I will keep you guys know, and I will do one more video about this. So until that time, I wish you nice racing, have a nice day, and enjoy. Bye.